at Cherry Hill East High School as Lower Cape May will take on Haddonfield in this sectional championship game. Haddonfield is the higher seed here. They are the number 2 seed in South Jersey Group 2. Lower Cape May is the 5 seed. In the public school sections over the last few years, the home court was given to the higher seed. Haddonfield's gym has been unavailable due to construction. They have played almost all of their home games this year at Cherry Hill East, so that's where we are this evening. And luckily we are here, buddy, because there is no way about 300 or 400 of these people would have gotten into the gym at Haddonfield. We've been in that storied gymnasium before. This place is mobbed. Haddonfield, you would expect, being very close by, having played their home games here, has a lot of people here. But Lower Cape May brought 5 fan buses up here tonight, and there's a big presence from downtown Irma here at Cherry Hill East High School.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Magical Mystery Tour hits the road and we come up here to Cherry Hill East, the fan base coming down from, I should say, coming up from the Lower Township area, from Lower Cape May Regional High School, they really got to be proud of themselves. As Brian just said, 5 busloads of fans. This place is almost sold out. It's near capacity. This is a big, old gymnasium, but you can really feel the history of basketball, so to speak, in this storied gym as well.
And, of course, this game is being streamed live on coastsportstoday.com. Thanks to the work of Ulmer's Appliance, our live stream brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance for all of your appliance repair needs in Cape May County. Give them a call or check them out online. And our broadcast on 98.7 The Coast here, our flagship sponsor, proudly brought to you by Crest Savings Bank. Banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. You can visit them online at crestsavings.com. And we thank all of our sponsors for helping out tonight. We have the Willow Creek Winery, grown and bottled wines on site in West Cape May, hosting special events, tours, and tastings all year round. Book your next event with us today. Call 609-770-8782. H&R Block is a proud sponsor of Cape May County basketball. Stop in their North Cape May or Wildwood office today to learn what we can do for you this tax season. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with more of the pregame high school basketball, the South Jersey Group 2 championship game between Lower Cape May and Haddonfield. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast.
back at the time. Dan, it's a game, and they at you, Brian.
All right, they are a 2-minute timeout, and wait till we tell you what's going on in the St. Augustine Prep Camden Catholic game. We'll give you an update on that, and we'll have the starting lineups in the opening tip of Lower Cape May and Haddonfield right after this 2-minute and 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. The Prep came back and forced overtime. They were back at Cherry Hill East High School. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbotten. Lower Cape May and Haddonfield for the South Jersey Group 2 Championship game. Starters for Lower are being introduced. Forwards are seniors Kamar Matthews and Aaron Cottrell. Junior Pat Moore plays a swing position. The guards are freshman Martin Angelov and senior Pat Holden. For Haddonfield, Ben Schroeder is senior, the lone senior in the starting lineup. He's a guard. Mike DePersia, junior guard. Aiden Blake plays a swing position. He's a junior. And then two juniors down low, Dan Fleming and Dylan Hine for Haddonfield. And St. Augustine Prep, Buddy, in non-public A was down 9 with 2 minutes left and has forced overtime against Camden Catholic. We'll give you a final when that does go final. And again, if you're out there in Radio Land in Deep South Jersey on 98.7 The Coast and you can get to a smartphone or a tablet or a computer, you can watch this game live on coastsportstoday.com, Cape May County's leading all local sports website. Haddonfield will wear the home white uniforms trimmed in black and red. They're coached by Paul Weideman. Lower Cape May wearing the away blacks trimmed in caper blue and whites. And the officials for this game are Bobby Davison, Rick Garzillo, and Armando Davis. Those three gentlemen are from the Trenton area board, so they are guys that most likely have never officiated either of these teams, which happens a lot in the state tournament. Just about ready to go at Cherry Hill East. If you're watching Matt Ulmer's live video stream, Lower Cape May will go from right to left to start the basketball game.
And we are
what an atmosphere, buddy.
Oh, it's unbelievable. We're right to our left is the Haddonfield student body section. And these students, they are amped. It is going to be very loud.
Lower Cape, I did not mention this when going through the particulars. Lower Cape May, of course, is coached by Scott Holden, the uncle of Patrick Holden. It looks like they're going to send Pat Holden out to take the jump against Dan Fleming. So, you want to talk about conceding the jump ball?
Yes.
Fleming at 6'7", wins it. Holden nearly steals it, dives into the stands. Nearly stole it after it was tipped.
Well, that was obviously a design play.
Yeah.
Wow, that was pretty
that might have been one of
crafty.
those things too, buddy. Hey, we may have some nerves. Let's have a little fun and lighten the mood a little bit here to start the game. Here's Mike DePersia, right side for Haddonfield against the Lower Cape May bench. Bounces it top of the key, post pass, tipped away, but the loose ball is picked right up by Aiden Blake, who lays it in. Unfortunate bounce for Lower after Aaron Cottrell made a good play to tip away the post entry pass. Here's Holden, left side to Moore. Moore holding, swings it to Angelov. Angelov picked up by Schroeder. Angelov swings it in the corner to Holden. Holden off a screen, backs away, goes high post to Matthews, gets a return pass, goes back to Matthews. Foul line jumper is short. Rebound brought down by Blake. Haddonfield a 2-point lead in the ball. Blake goes to Fleming. And now it's DePersia to restart the offense for Haddonfield.
Aiden Blake's a 6'4" junior.
Backdoor lob here to Fleming. He catches and is fouled. Kind of caught it underneath the basket, underneath the backboard. Couldn't go for the dunk. Came down, went back up, and was fouled.
That foul's going to be on Komar Matthews, the 6'2" senior. He picks up his first, team's first. It's going to send Fleming to the line to shoot two. And Fleming is a 6'7" junior. So the starting lineup, they have 6'7", 6'4", and 6'5". Dylan Hine. Ben Schroeder's a 6'1" guard.
Second free throw is also good by Fleming. So it's 4-0 Haddonfield. Shawnee was a 61-48 winner over Atlantic City in Group 4. Foul line jumper by Holden's no good. DePersia the rebound. He pushes up the left side, drives, stripped by Holden. It goes out of bounds.
6:32 to play here in the opening quarter. It's Haddonfield 4, Lower Cape May 0.
Of course, in Group 3 girls, Ocean City knocks Mainland from the ranks of the unbeaten in the South Jersey Group 3 girls championship game. Ocean City a 36-32 winner. That game was broadcast earlier on our sister station 106.3 The Shore. Here's DePersia right side. Comes out high to Schroeder for three. No good. Rebound Aaron Cottrell for Lower. Got it to Holden. Holden across the division line. Drives. Shut off baseline. Holding the dribble. Well, tried to slip it to Cottrell. He never dove to the basket. The ball trickles out of bounds.
Yeah, right there, Pat Holden thought that they were going to do a little pick and roll, but Aaron Cottrell never rolled, so the pass goes out of bounds. It's going to be the first turnover against Lower Cape May.
Here's Fleming down the lane. Tough shot, no good. Got his own rebound. Had that shot blocked by Kamar Matthews, but got that rebound. And Haddonfield will start DePersia. A deep three, and it's good.
And
he shot that from the Lower Cape May assistant coach's laps.
Well, they said DePersia against Camden knocked down a couple of threes from long distance, and obviously that was evident right there.
Angelov to Moore. Timeout, Lower Cape May. 5:18 to go first quarter. Haddonfield 7, Lower nothing. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Goose. Oh, check that. Didn't say it. Didn't say it. I didn't say it. Haddonfield the basketball leading 7-0. We apologize. We went to commercial there. Thought that Lower Cape, maybe we have a foul on Lower. Heard the whistle coming from the outside, and I thought that Lower Cape May called a timeout, but there was an illegal screen called against Lower. Haddonfield now has the ball. 7-0. They lead. 4:48 to go first quarter. Blake to inbound. Having some trouble, got it to Fleming. Cade Bonner's in the game for Lower Cape May. Kamar Matthews picked up his second foul just moments ago.
Well, that illegal screen that was called that we thought was the timeout was his second. And then Pat Moore just picked up his first. So Lower Cape May now has 3 team fouls. 4:27 to play, first quarter. It's Haddonfield 7. Lower Cape May has yet to score.
Mike DePersia in between the circles against Martin Angelov.
Coach Paul Wiedemann has his team reset their half-court offense.
DePersia to the basket, tough move, no good. Rebound brought down by Hine. Hine to Fleming. Fleming to Hine in the corner. And now it's Blake. Now we're going to have a foul called in the post.
And I think they're going to get Pat Moore again. And Brian, that's going to be his second. A lot of contact.
Justin Candelaria will replace Pat Moore.
A lot of contact inside. Pat Moore giving about 6 inches, 7 inches to Dylan Hine.
Driving the lane off a set piece on the inbound is Dylan Hine, and his floater is good, and it's 9-0 Haddonfield, 3:45 to go first quarter. Holden driving, shut off, goes to Angelov. Angelov now will drive, shovels off to Candelaria. Candelaria to Angelov. Boy, Haddonfield's man-to-man is really pressuring Lower Cape May on the perimeter.
Yeah, you're talking about getting up and getting in their face.
Spinning, passing, threw it behind Cottrell, and it's another turnover. Here comes Schroeder. Cross-court pass to Persia from about 28 feet, no good. To Persia followed his own shot, layup, no good, but a foul.
And that's the 5th offensive rebound for Haddonfield. 3:09 to play, first quarter. It's the Bulldogs 9, the Caper Tigers 0.
Mike DePersia at the line for 2 shots.
That foul's going to be on Justin Candelaria. His first, team's 5th.
Free throw pops in and out. Lewis Evans, the first sub into the game. He replaces Schroeder for Haddonfield. It's the first sub for the Bulldogs. Lower Cape May has had to go into its bench pretty quickly because of early foul trouble. DePersia makes the second. 10-0 Haddonfield.
Well, Lower Cape May needs to come down and run their half-court offense, Brian. You're not going to get 10 points on one possession. Just got to be patient and cut into this lead. But Haddonfield's man-to-man defense has been very impressive.
Holden into the lane, stops, kicks. Angelov holding the dribble. Driving, shovels off to Holden, jump stop, and he is, they call it travel.
And that's going to be the 3rd turnover against Lower here in this first quarter. 2:33 to play, first quarter. Haddonfield 10, Lower Cape May 0.
DePersia off a ball screen. Kicks to a cutting Blake, who floats it in along the baseline, and it's 12-0 Haddonfield, 2:15 to go first quarter.
And Coach Paul Wiedemann, his squad, Haddonfield, just precision in their half-court set.
And now we have a hand check foul called against Lewis Evans.
And that's going to be the first personal foul against Lewis Evans. First team foul against the Bulldogs here in the basketball game.
Here's Holden for Lower Cape May. Goes to Candelaria. Candelaria drives, shovels off to Angelov. Angelov hands to Cottrell. Back to Holden, top of the key. Drives in between a couple of players, gets it off the glass and good. Lower Cape May's first basket comes at the 141 mark.
That's the Haddonfield student section giving a bit of a raspberry type cheer as Lower Cape May gets off the snide and gets points on the board.
Hine comes back up top to DePersia. DePersia against Angelov, back to Hine. Handed off to Evans. Driving now is Hine, now it's Evans again to DePersia. Baseline foray into the lane, and he is fouled by Cottrell. Oh, and the fouls are piling up quickly on Lower Cape May with 1:07 to go in the first quarter. 6-1, 6 fouls to Lower Cape May, 1 on Haddonfield. First free throw by DePersia is good. And he'll get another. Second one is also good. He's got 6 points.
Haddonfield 5 of 6 from the foul line. 14-2, 1 minute to play first quarter.
Now we have a foul away from the ball as Aiden Blake pushed through a screen set by Cade Bonner.
That's going to be the first personal foul on Aiden Blake. Second team foul against the Bulldogs.
Holden in the corner, drives baseline, shut off, backs away. 50 seconds to go in the quarter, 14-2 Haddonfield. Stolen away, DePersia took it away from Holden. Driving down the lane, dishes off, layup is good. That was Will Bond on the basket there, 16-2 Haddonfield. Here's Holden. Stops behind the top of the key. Kicks out to Cottrell. In the corner to Holden. Holden for a deep 2, and it's good. 16-4, Haddonfield on top.
Haddonfield making Lower Cape May work very hard for every shot.
5 seconds to go in the period. Here's DePersia. Kicks to Evans. Evans for 3. Off the iron, no good. Cade Bonner rebounds as the period ends. 16-4. Haddonfield on top of Lower Cape May. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbotton, and it is Lower Cape May trailing Haddonfield 16-4 at the end of one period in the South Jersey Group 2 championship game. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Cabrera Companies Real Estate and more. Log on to cabreracompanies.com. Find them on Facebook or call them toll free today, 1-855-633-2300. Cabrera Companies Real Estate and more. Cape Assist and the Cape May County Healthy Community Coalition would like you to know that kids who communicate daily with their parents are 67% less likely to be involved in substance abuse. And Cape Assist, proud supporter of high school basketball on the coast. So Lower Cape May trailing 16-4 as we start the second quarter here, buddy. And Camden Catholic, wild finish in non-public A. They beat St. Augustine Prep 68-65 after the Prep came back from a 9-point deficit with 2 minutes to go in regulation to force overtime. And Atlantic City was a 61-48 loser to Shawnee in Group 4. And, of course, in girls basketball, Mainland a 36-32. They lose to Ocean City, which wins the South Jersey title, beating Mainland in the team's fourth meeting of the season after Mainland had won the first three in overtime. Lower Cape May travels right off the inbound to start the second quarter, and they turn it over again here.
And again, this Haddonfield defense has just been very smothering. They're not allowing Lower Cape May to breathe at all. They're not allowing Lower Cape May to breathe at all, and it's quite evident by the scoreboard.
Entered into the post to Hine, and he is fouled. And Dylan Hine will go to the line. They have such an advantage, buddy. They are throwing the ball into the high post, and then the low post player is cutting into the lane and sealing. And Haddonfield has such a size advantage here. They are really taking advantage.
And that is absolutely what's happening. Pat Holden, he just picked up his first personal foul, seventh team foul.
Hine misses the first foul shot. Matthews and Moore back into the game for Lower Cape May. 16-4 Haddonfield, 7:43 to go second quarter. Second free throw by Hine is also no good. Rebound to Pat Moore.
Hine, a 6'5" junior, averaging just under 8 points a game.
Here's Angela for Lower Cape May. Got it to Moore. Moore into the paint, goes to Matthews. Back to Angelov. Angelov for three. Barely ticks the front of the rim. Rebound saved inbounds by Kamar Matthews, but right to a Haddonfield player, and they're pushing. DePersia gets it up to Bond. Swung to Fleming. Bang for three. Well, you have a 6'7" forward that can step out and do that.
Yes, and with ease. Great follow through, great form. And Dan Fleming now has 5 points.
Pat Moore for three for Lower. That's good. That's a big basket for Lower Cape May. They needed it. They trail 19-7 now, 6:49 to go before halftime. Here's DePersia, left side. They get it up top to Hine. Swung to DePersia again, left side. DePersia backs away, gets some instructions from Paul Wiedemann, the head coach. Drives, kicks to Evans, in the corner to Hine. Hine cross court. Bond driving. They call foul on Matthews. That's going to be his third.
And it looked like, I don't know, that was a very, very soft foul, but nonetheless it's called. And it looked like Will Bond ended up walking.
Yeah, when the whistle blew, buddy, that's what I thought the call was. The official whistled a blocking foul on Kamar Matthews, and that's his third.
That is his third, the 6'2" senior. 6:23 to play here in the first half, and Will Bond, he knocks down the first free throw.
Second one short, rebound to Bonner.
It's 20-7, Haddonfield on top. 6:12 to play, first half.
Holden pulls up, foul line shot, no good. Rebound Bonner. Bonner saves it in, and now it's Pat Moore for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound to Haddonfield's DePersia. Mike DePersia across the division line. Hands off to Aiden Blake. He drives. Layup is good.
Good, strong move that time by Aiden Blake. He faked a handoff to his teammate. Lewis Evans kept the ball, took it right to the rack, laid it off the glass and in.
Here's Moore on the wing. Brings it back out top. Holding the dribble, hands off to Angelov. Angelov's only got one shot off, and he missed it poorly. Holden in the corner. Fakes, goes back to Moore. Moore steps in, kicks to Holden. Holden against DePersia. Into the lane. Layup attempt is no good. Rebound brought down by Fleming. DePersia lobs it ahead. Saved inbounds. Lower Cape May fans are screaming that the ball went out. But play is allowed to continue, and a three is good by Will Bond. Lower Cape May will call a full timeout. They trail 25-7 with 4:57 to go before halftime. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. School, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, 25-7, Haddonfield on top of Lower Cape May, South Jersey Group 2 boys. Championship game, high school basketball on the coast is brought to you by Fish and Fancy in Uptown Villas, the locals' favorite for fresh seafood takeout. We serve your holiday tray today. Fish and Fancy is open year-round at 2406 Bayshore Road in Uptown Villas. The Lower Township GOP, they want to wish the Lower Cape May Regional Caper Tigers basketball team the best of luck through the playoffs. Lower Township GOP believes they have such a great community, and Lower educates their next generation. Lower with the ball,
and it's
rally 25-7.
Brian, this Haddonfield half-court man-to-man defense has just been suffocating.
Pat Moore lost it on the pass, but they're going to say it was tipped. Oh. We had one official signal a tip. The trail official signaled a tip, and then the seat official came in and called it a backcourt violation.
Whose call is it?
It's the trail officials, especially if he signaled it was tipped into the backcourt. So I don't know what went on there. The trail didn't come in to overrule him, and the ball will go over to Haddonfield. I thought the ball went off of Pat Moore and into the backcourt, but the official signaled a tip, which really would make that a legal play. I guess he looked at it that Haddonfield had touched it. So I'm not sure that the call was incorrect. I just think maybe the optics didn't look right on that. Here's Haddonfield with the ball. DePersia, another deep three. No good. Rebound to Aaron Cottrell of Lower Cape May. Holden got it up to Candelaria along the baseline. He dribbles it out high. And we'll go to Cade Bonner. Bonner to Holden. Holden against DePersia. Goes to Candelaria, curling off the screen. 8-footer is good. That's a good little play there for Lower Cape May.
Yeah, good half-court set. Lower needed that, obviously. 25-9, 3:38 to play. First half. Haddonfield on top. South Jersey Group 2 championship action.
Blake to Hine, down low to Lewis. Blocked, and the rebound's brought down by Cade Bonner. Here's Angelov to try to cross the division line for the Tigers. Hands off to Holden. A deep three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Blake. Blake, center of the floor, kicks to Lewis. Scooping layup is good. Lewis Evans, that is.
And that time, Blake doing a good job grabbing that rebound and pushing it down the floor. Found his teammate, Lewis Evans, for a layup.
27-9, Lower Cape May trailing. Holden was grabbed away from the ball. The foul's going to go against DePersia.
Mike DePersia, the 5'10 junior guard for the Bulldogs. He's going to pick up his first. Third team foul against Haddonfield here in the first half. 2:50 to play first half. It's 27-9. The Bulldogs on top of the Caper Tigers.
Cottrell holding, goes to Holden. Holden fakes, drives, layup, got it in a foul. Solid move by Pat Holden there, taking on the trees inside, and he finishes and he'll go to the line.
And that was a tough shot. He drove, and his intent was to draw that contact. He used the backboard, was able to knock the shot down, and that foul on Dylan Hine, his first, team's fourth. Now Pat Holden will go to the line to try and finish off the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
This is Lower's first trip to the line. They trail 27-11, 2:38 to go before halftime. Free throw by Holden is good. So he can't get on track from distance, buddy, but he's done some good things going to the basket, and he's got 7 points for the Caper Tigers.
Well, you can see Haddonfield, his coach Paul Wiedemann and his staff, they said, hey, Lower Cape May, you're not going to beat us shooting three-pointers. We're going to shut that down.
DePersia to Hine, he'll tee up a three, got it. (30-12).
And that's the fourth three-point basket for Haddonfield.
Candelaria for Lower Cape May. Swings it over to Cottrell. Cottrell hands off to Holden at the foul line area. Goes to Candelaria on the wing. Justin Candelaria pounds the dribble, swings it over to Pat Holden. Steps into a three, got it.
And that time DePersia took a risk. He went for the steal, didn't get it. That gave Holden a wide open look from beyond the arc, and Pat made him pay.
30-15, Hine looking in the post to Fleming, threw it too high. Lower Cape May will have it.
And that's just the second turnover against the Bulldogs. And that is Bulldogs spelled with an A-W.
Lower trailing by 15, 1:30 to go before halftime. Here comes Holden. Bounces over to Bonner. Bonner to Cottrell, top of the key. Staggered screen for Holden. Lobs in the post to Bonner. Bonner is tied up and it's stolen away from him by Bond. Here comes DePersia. DePersia drives, kicks, driving is Bond. This layup is good. Haddonfield by 17, 32-15, 1 minute to play before halftime. Candelaria holds on the wing. Swung over to Angelov. Angelov to Candelaria. 45 seconds to go. Candelaria pounds the dribble. Holding against Bond. Takes it left side, bounces to Holden. Holden working against DePersia. Swung over to Angelov. He drives. Elbow jumper, no good. Rebound Bond. Got it to DePersia. DePersia pushing, stops, gets a return feed, and backs it away. Looks like Haddonfield wants to take the last shot. They have the division arrow in their favor. I mean, the possession arrow, excuse me. 10 seconds to go. Here's DePersia. Takes it left, drives, flips it back out to Bond for three. It's short. And at the half, it is Haddonfield 32, Lower Cape May 15. South Jersey Group 2 Boys Championship game. Back after this 4-minute timeout on 98.7 The Coast. today. And good luck to all of the players in today's game.
Momentarily, we're having a delay. All right, now we're all set. But these first 2-3 minutes, if Cape May's going to get back in the game, they got to make a stand right here.
Haddonfield the basketball. Blake holds, just to the side of the top of the key, goes to DePersia. DePersia hands off to Hine, and now it's Ben Schroeder. Schroeder holds, now fires a three, that's long. Rebound taken by Kamar Matthews of Lower Cape May.
Matthews out there playing with those 3 fouls, but he's got to be on the floor. Hey, Komar's a senior.
Hold it against DePersia. Drives into the lane, stop there, hands off to Angelov. He bounces it back to Moore. Moore trying to shake free from Blake. Drives the lane, kicks to Cottrell. Cottrell in the lane, jump stops, goes to Angelov, back to Moore. Angelov in the corner. It's the ball on the floor, hands to Holden. Holden stripped by DePersia. DePersia driving to the basket, layup is good.
Mike DePersia just showing how quick his hands are right there. You don't see that happen often to Pat Holden, but he just really stripped him, picked his pocket, and turned it into an easy 2 points.
Angelov driving, backs away, fires a three, short. Rebound Matthews, foul line jumper is good. Kamar Matthews gets the deficit back to 17. This is one of those things, buddy, if you're Lower Cape May, you really can't look at that 17-point deficit. It's one of those things, hey, let's just try to cut into the lead before the end of this quarter and see where we stand. Driving is Blake to the baseline, his layup is good.
And Aiden Blake doing a good job that time. He drove at that left baseline, help side came over, but he was able to split the defenders, get to the backboard, use the glass, and lay it in.
Pat Moore for three, got it. That's Pat Moore's second three. He's got 6 points, and it's a 36-20 lead for Haddonfield.
And Brian, back to your point, that's what Lower needs to focus on. Try and cut this lead down to single digits by the end of this third quarter, and then play from there. You're not going to get it all back in one possession.
Fleming driving, taken right out of his hands by Cottrell. Here's Holden, flips to Angelov for three. Bang!
And just like that,
timeout Haddonfield as Lower cuts it to 13 at 36-23. 5:22 to go in the third. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, and Lower Cape May. Little mini spurt here. They've come out and outscored Haddonfield 8-4 to start the second half, and they trail it now by 13 at 36-23.
Well, again, and they got to stay focused on small chunks. You're not going to get this lead back, this deficit down in one possession or two possessions. You know, they were down 17. They've got it down now to 13. You got to get another defensive stop and then make your offensive possessions count.
DePersia backs away, 18-footer, no good. Rebound taken by Angelov, lost it, but Moore picks up the loose ball. Moore takes it up to Angelov, turned over, and it's picked up by Haddonfield, going to the basket as Evans. His layup is good. Back to a 15-point lead for the Bulldogs. Here's Holden. Holden takes it to the right side. Lost the dribble, got it to Matthews along the baseline. Tried to back his way in, spins off the glass and good to foul.
What a strong move that time by Komar Matthews. Good drop step back to his right and a power move up to the basket. Draws that contact. That foul's on Dan Fleming. Komar giving up a solid 5 inches, but he really used his body well to get separation. Fleming picks up his first team foul against the Bulldogs.
The free throw is good for Matthews. He has 5 all in this period.
First team foul here in the second half against the Bulldogs. And now it's a 12-point lead. 38-26, Haddonfield on top. 4:28 to play, third quarter.
Blake gets it in the post. Cottrell is called for a foul on Fleming.
And that time, Aaron Cottrell, he was guilty. He's got to move his feet to get around Fleming. He came through his back and got whistled for that foul. His second, team's first here in the second half. But again, Lower Cape May looking to get another stop defensively.
DePersia goes to Fleming. 3 ball, short. Rebound to Moore. And now it's Holden. Lower can cut it to, bad pass, stolen by Hine. Holden turns it over. DePersia driving. Layup, no good. Tipped up and in by Fleming. Angelov, left side, or make it Holden. He's stripped, going up. Angelov picks up the loose ball, got it to Holden. Bounced in the post, stolen away. Here's Evans, his pass is stolen by Moore. Moore falls to the deck, and now Fleming is fouled.
A lot of energy, but going back and forth, turnover. Ball ends up in Dan Fleming's hands. Fleming gets fouled by Aaron Cottrell, and Cottrell, the 5'10 senior, he picks up his third.
First free throw by Fleming is good.
And Lower Cape May with a couple of opportunities to cut further into Haddonfield's lead. They just couldn't take advantage.
And the second free throw is good, so it's back to 16. Lower had cut it to 12 earlier in the period.
12 with the ball.
Right.
And 12 with the ball.
Here's Moore, top of the key, puts the ball on the floor, drives, kicks to Cottrell. Cottrell goes to Holden. Holden against DePersia. Drives left, brings it back to his right. Oh, great bounce pass. Kamar Matthews layup good. That was Pat Holden's talents on full display right there in terms of setting up a teammate for an easy shot, buddy. Here's DePersia, working against Holden. Out to Hine, looking for Fleming in the post, can't get it there. Now it's Evans, Fleming for 3, that's an air ball. Matthews the rebound. Got it knocked out of his hands, Pat Moore picks up the loose ball. Moore shovels it to Matthews, he drives, floater rejected by Fleming.
Yeah, Dan
DePersia has it for Haddonfield.
Did a good job there. He told Komar Matthews, get that stuff out of here. He blocked it, then retained possession.
Blake to a cutting Hine, the layup is good.
And just like that, Haddonfield settles down, runs their half-court set. Blake finds Hine cutting down the right side of the lane. Easy layup.
Matthews, top of the key to Holden. Just left of the top of the key. Drives, steps in, looking for a foul, didn't come. DePersia the other way, and he is fouled by Moore.
And that's going to be the third foul on Pat Moore. So now Lower Cape May is going to have 3 players out on the floor. Pat Moore, Aaron Cottrell, and Komar Matthews, all with 3 personal fouls. But hey, with 1:59 to play in the third quarter, it's Haddonfield 44, Lower Cape May 28.
DePersia makes the first.
Coach Scotty Holden He's got to leave his 3 guys in there. It's win or go home.
And the second by DePersia is also good.
Well, I guess it's also lose and go home, because in Lower Cape May's case, we're in Cherry Hill.
That's right. 46-28, 1:50 to go, third quarter. Lower trailing. Angelov to Holden, left side, bounced in the post to Matthews, spins, jump hook, short. Rebound taken by Aiden Blake. Blake got it up to Evans. Evans to the basket, got it, and a foul.
Lewis Evans, a 5'10 junior guard. He goes hard to the rack. Comar Matthews is going to pick up his 4th foul.
Haddonfield's on a 10-2 run right now, buddy, after Lower had cut it to 1 and make it 13-2 as Evans makes the free throw. Here's Holden. 1:30 to go, third quarter. Lower now trailing 49-28. Now we have a foul called against Haddonfield on a pass.
That's going to be called on Will Bond. Bond, the 6'4 senior, gets whistled for his first. It's going to be the second team foul against the Bulldogs, 1:26 to go.
Matthews, a 16-footer off the inbound. That's no good. Rebound to DePersia. DePersia to Bond. And now it's DePersia again. With 1:10 to go in the quarter, and Haddonfield in no particular hurry. Bond in the corner. Back to DePersia.
Possession hour right now in Lower Cape May's favor. 1 minute exactly to play, third quarter. 49-28, Haddonfield on top.
DePersia passes, and Holden knocks it out of bounds. Out of the hands of Aiden Blake. Timeout being called here by Lower Cape May with 52 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lower trailing by 21 at 49-28. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. .3. Evans. DePersia shut off by Bonner. They're looking in the post to Sam Hine, who's in the game for the first time. They get it into him. He spins, and he's going to be called for traveling. No, actually a jump ball, excuse me. He was tied up before the feet shuffled. Lower Cape May will have it anyway with 36 seconds to go in the period.
The possession arrow in Cape May's favor, so Sam Hine out there wearing that mask, protecting what we would assume would be a broken nose.
Holden driving against DePersia, and he is fouled.
Mike DePersia is going to pick up his second personal foul. Third team foul against Haddonfield here in the second half.
Cottrell inbounding, got it to Holden. 26 seconds to go in the quarter. Holden drives, foul line area jumper. Blocked, but a foul on DePersia. And Holden will get 2 shots. Holden had 10 points in the first half. He's been held scoreless so far here in the third quarter. Exactly 20 seconds to go in the period.
That was just his second shot attempt here in the second half too, Brian.
Free throw is good, he'll get another.
I'll tell you what, you got to give Coach Paul Wiedemann and his staff, a lot of credit. They came into this game, obviously they knew who the three-point shooters were, who the scorers were, And they said we're going to make it a long, rough night for Martin Angelov, the freshman, and Patrick Holden, the senior.
Holden missed the second free throw, but Cottrell got the offensive rebound. Holden pulls up now from 16, no good. Rebound brought down by Haddonfield. They lead by 20. Here is Blake. Now it's Bond. Bond backs away. 3-ball on the way by Schroeder. In and out as time expires. Haddonfield 49, Lower Cape May 29. As we head to the fourth quarter, back after this on 98.7 The Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, 49-29. Lower Cape May trails Haddonfield, South Jersey Group 2 Boys Championship game. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Sound Advice and Video, the local source for all your audio and video needs. Sound Advice, 336 96th Street in Stone Harbor, or log on to visitsoundadvice.com. Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May, the locals' favorite for restaurant for lunch or dinner. Hemingway's, oceanfront on Beach Avenue in Cape May. Follow them on Facebook. Family Pharmacy, a full-service pharmacy located at 804 Route 9 South to Cape May Courthouse. They've been serving the local community since 2009. They support all the athletes in tonight's matchup.
Is Frank Savino over at that scores table?
He might be. They're having trouble just getting 8 minutes on the clock here. The Man Batter Restaurant at the Carroll Villa Hotel is Cape May tradition for over 40 years. Open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Man Batter at 19 Jackson Street. Lucky Bones in Cape May, the warmth of a hometown atmosphere. Great food with great friends and ice-cold craft beer. Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Primo Hoagies for lunch, dinner, or a party tray for your next event. Tired of the same old so-so? Make it a Primo, located in Rio Grande. Sturdy Savings Bank, banking with a personal touch. They proudly support Cape May County High School basketball. Visit them at sturdyonline.com for all of your banking or financial needs. 49-29. Lower trailing Haddonfield, and they're still having issues with the scoreboard here.
Well, our advertisers are loving it.
Mike Coomerly's over there, the Lower Cape May scorekeeper. He's got to be able to help them out.
Absolutely. I thought Frank Savino snuck in here.
If Frank was here, he would have fixed it.
Absolutely.
Haddonfield the ball, leading by 20. Pass, good steal by Aaron Cottrell. And here's Lower. And they have a daunting task here. Here's Pat Moore, an open three, left side. Bang! His third three, he's got 9 points. Here's Lewis Evans for Haddonfield. They lead by 17. Now it's Bond. Swung to Fleming. Down low to Blake. Turns in the lane, no good. Rebound Blake, and the layup is good. Pat Moore was in position, mistimed his jump, and Blake was able to, as the ball hit the rim in extra time that Moore didn't anticipate, and Blake was able to clean up his own miss. Angelov left side, stops at the top of the key, goes to Holden. Pounds the dribble, lobs to Angelov in the corner for three. In and out. Rebound, Cade Bonner is over the back of Ben Schroeder, and that's a foul.
And that foul is going to be the first on Cade Bonner, the 6'4" senior. His first, team's 5th here in the second half. 6:52 to play in the basketball game. Haddonfield 51, Lower Cape May 32. This is South Jersey Group 2 Championship game basketball.
Here's Aiden Blake in the corner, swings it up high to Dan Fleming. Will Bond with it now on the wing, looking for Fleming in the post, can't get it to him. Now dribbles it back out, resets the offense. 6.5 to play, 51-32. Haddonfield on top. Bond holding the dribble. This will be nearly a 5-second violation. Bond just able to get his head and shoulders past Cade Bonner. Bond to the basket, great ball fake, layup is good.
That was a good move by Will Bond. He drove right down that right lane. Nobody came over and helped side. He was able to split 2 defenders, get to the rack, and lay it in.
Angelov goes to Moore in the corner. Haddonfield by 21 now, inside 6 minutes to go in the basketball game. Angelov holds, swings to Moore. Moore fakes a 3. Moore backs away, now fires a 3, short. Rebound Angelov, reverse layup, no good. Rebound brought down by Haddonfield. Here comes Blake to the basket, swings it across the Bond on the opposite side. Evans, now it's Fleming. Swung up high to Blake. It's Haddonfield now spreading the floor, and they're happy to take some time off the clock here, leading by 21. Fleming against Cottrell. Swings it to Bond. Bond working against Cade Bonner. Lower tries to double team. Great feed from Bond down to Blake, and he lays it in.
And I'll tell you what, the Haddonfield faithful, the majority of this team's back next year.
Here's a steal by Bond. He'll go to the basket, and the layup is good. Bond has 12 off the bench for Haddonfield.
That was the 13th turnover against Lower Cape May.
Haddonfield by 25. Angelov nearly double dribbled there. Got away with it, got over to Holden. Holden a baseline drive, shoveled it off to Cottrell. Cottrell is stripped by Blake. Blake to the basket, and he lays it in. Aiden Blake with 14.
He is 7 for 8 from the floor because his shot selection has been much like that.
Holden to the basket, shut off, got it to Bonner. Baseline jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound to Bond. So we're inside 4 minutes to go, and Haddonfield comfortably on top, 59-32. Here's Evans. To Bond, to Fleming, back to Evans. Spins in the post, didn't get the bounce. Rebound Bonner, got it to Holden. Holden stops, 3-ball, got it from the top of the key. Timeout Lower Cape May. 3:34 to go, 59-35 Haddonfield. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Lower Cape May here in the fourth quarter. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Oliveri Chiropractic and Rehabilitation at 1501 Route 47 South in Rio Grande. Log on to oliverichiropractic.com for more info. The Sprint Store in Cape May Courthouse, they'd like to wish all of the athletes the best of luck with their 2017-2018 Scholastic sports seasons. And of course, our flagship sponsor, Crest Savings Bank, banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit crestsavings.com. Haddonfield the ball, leading 59-35. We have a foul away from the ball here, I believe, against Lower Cape May. We'll go against Cottrell.
That's what the call is, Brian. Aaron Cottrell. He's going to pick up his fourth. So the 5'10" senior, 16 foul against Lower Cape May.
Fleming for Haddonfield on the wing.
3:15 to go. 59-35, Haddonfield on top.
Here's Blake. Blake being guarded by Kamar Matthews. And Lower's had some matchup problems tonight. You can see this. Kamar Matthews trying to guard a guard. Now Lower Cape May tries to run and jump out of it. But Haddonfield's able to move the ball nicely. They get it over to DePersia. 2:45 to go in the game. And it's Haddonfield by 24. Blake is fouled. And he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. I think this is against Matthews, and that's his 5th. And that'll close. Kamar Matthews will walk off the floor for the final time in his career, and he gets a standing ovation from the Lower Cape May faithful.
Yeah, Kamar Matthews really had a solid senior year. The 6'2" senior.
They're not playing tonight if he doesn't get that tip in at the end of regulation against Barnegat, and then Lower went on to win the game in overtime.
Absolutely.
Aaron Cottrell is going to come out in favor of Justin Candelaria.
So there's another senior. I affectionately call Aaron Cottrell and Comar the Twin Capes due to the location of the Cape May Lewis ferries, and those are 2 wide bodies.
Free throw by Blake is good.
They could ferry a lot of traffic back and forth.
And he'll get another. And that is also good. Haddonfield is 7 for 7 from the foul line here in the second half. They lead at 61-35. Justin Candelaria left side for the Caper Tigers. Pounds the dribble. Goes over to Pat Moore. Moore holding. Left to the top of the key. Inside 2.5 to go. Now it's Holden. Holden will go to Candelaria for 3. That's good. Justin Candelaria. His second basket, he's got 5 points at 61-38. Lower Cape May showing full court pressure. Haddonfield beats that rather easily as Blake trots the ball up. Now it's DePersia.
Under 2 minutes.
DePersia shovels the Bond. Now it's Fleming. Baseline drive. No good. Tipped up. No good by Fleming. Kicked out. Haddonfield will reset. Blake, pass tipped, stolen away by Holden. Angelo picked up the loose ball. Bonner to Holden, left side. Holden drives, looking for Bonner, and DePersia stole it. Driving to the basket is Bond. Layup, no good, but a foul. And Will Bond will go to the line for 2 shots.
Now foul's
1:31 to go in the game.
Foul's going to be on Martin Angelov, his first, the 5'8" freshman guard. As Brian said, 1:31 to play. It's Haddonfield 61, Lower Cape May 38. Will Bond on the line, shoot 2.
Dave Durham into the game, as well as Aaron Cottrell. And free throw by Bond on the first one was good. Here's the second one, that's also good. Barry Beadler, comes into the game for the first time for Haddonfield. They lead 63-38. Holden with the basketball for the Caper Tigers. Drives into the lane. His floater is good.
Tough shot right there. Pat Holden drove down that right side of the lane.
Holden has 16, but it's Haddonfield by 23. Blake into the corner. Bad pass is thrown away. And Cade Bonner will check in, replacing Dave Durham. Check that, Martin Angelov will come out, Durham stays in. So, Pat Holden's terrific career will come to an end here. And by the way, buddy, he has just made it to 2,100 points on the nose. Candelaria fakes a 3, floater in the lane is good. So Justin Candelaria was 7 off the bench for Lower Cape May. Inside a minute to go, and Haddonfield throws it away with 50 seconds to play.
63-42, Haddonfield on top.
And here's Holden. Shake and bake move, backs away, fires a 3. It's good. $63-45 now. Haddonfield has subs into the game. Here's a steal at half court. Holden shovels it ahead nicely to Candelaria. Couldn't finish the layup. Rebound Durham, and he is fouled. Dave Durham to the line for 2 shots for Lower.
That foul is called on number 30, Sam Hine. That'll be his first, team's 5th.
And here's Pat Holden is being replaced, and he gets a standing ovation from the Lower Cape May faithful as well as Aaron Cottrell. Here is Durham at the free throw line. His first, his second one is no good. 20 seconds to go. And it's Haddonfield. See Lower Cape May still scrambling defensively, but they're not fouling, at least not intentionally anyway. 10 seconds to go.
And
8 seconds.
Haddonfield's just moving the ball. They're not looking to shoot.
And Haddonfield will win it 63-45. And they are your South Jersey Group 2 champions as they beat Lower by 18 points. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, come back right after this on 98.7 The Coast.